Greetings, everyone. We should be live very, very shortly. Or actually, we should be live now. I'm just waiting for the damn thing to say that we're live. Come on, YouTube. You can do it. Alright, so are any of my players, of course, Bonum Satis is having technical issues, and, Slots is in chat. Let me turn down my phone so that we don't have any frickin' echoes. And, hello, Slots. Slots says, yes, Seth, I am talking. We are live. And I don't know if you can hear me or not. Let me see if I can. Others can hear and see. Others can hear and see. Video display. Y'all should not be muted in any way, shape, or form. Sure, yes. Yeah, the host is the only one talking on my end, so I can't hear either Satis or Seth. Um, Hang on. No, I cannot hear you, Seth. Seth is in Discord and asking for confirmation. No, we cannot hear you, good sir. We cannot hear you. I swear to God, I have not messed with any settings that would silence the campaign people's. Interesting, interesting. Because on my end, like I'm reading audio. We have all the things. So uh, I'm on OBS, and holy shit, that should be crackling. But yeah, everything's good on my end. Yeah, Satis isn't with audio either, and so yeah. Oh, this is just wonderful. No, nothing on your end. Hang on, let me. Uh, I'm singing now. Let me just try and reconnect you. Um, no, no, I can't hear anyone. Like, guys, this is sad. Shit, really? How come y'all are doing this to me? We're supposed to show up early for a reason. Goodness gracious. All right. Um, you can't hear me on roll 20. Oh, hang on. That might have been my bad. Hang on. Um, Talk now. I had a family bereavement to deal with at the most inopportune. Oof. Um, okay, the site itself should be unmuted, but that should. Why? Why is that not working? Do y'all have like Damn. No. Why is the sound not going through Roll20? That is incredibly annoying. It was a relatively minor bereavement. Good God, hang on. Oh, I heard dice. Okay. Um, so yeah, I heard the sound from your avatar. That's somewhat promising. Yeah. So we have rolls. So why? Yeah, I heard the dice roll too, so it's not roll 20. Sadly. Yeah, yeah. I'm aware. Um, hang on. I'm gonna reconnect. Your mic is only on YouTube. Well, that's no fragging good. Well, at least the audience actually has OBS to hear me on. So, reconnect all. Yeah. Goddamn. Really, guys? Really? Holy shit. Yeah. My mic thing is lighting up. I can't see it on either of y'all's. So, um, y'all go into like your audio settings on Roll20 and see if it's turned off. Hit reconnect. I cannot do it for you. Yeah, I can only like change what other people hear and see from me. So, yeah. Mm. But okay, so you know what? Hop in Discord. Frack it. Frackin' frukin'. Alright, so we're gonna do this with Discord. So give me a moment. That means I can.
Gosh,
Alright.
Ed.
Alright, let me make sure that you have audio on the um on the Discord. General Discord.
Yeah, I can hear you here on Discord.
Okay. Alright, Slots, can you hear Kitty on Discord? Can we do that? Alright, good. So we heard Kitty. So go ahead, Satis, and just go ahead and jump in Discord. That's how we're doing this, bitch. So, yeah, I guess that's how we're doing this. Kitty, go ahead and talk again real quick.
You got it, boss. I could go on this for another couple of seconds, then I'm done.
Alright, awesome. OBS is picking you up, so
Perfect.
everything is nice and peachy. So, we're only 20 minutes in, folks. We're only... God damn. Oh, we boomered this shit. We boomered this. We boomered this horribly. This is why I don't have subs.
Hear me?
God. Oh, amateur hour in this shit. All
Okay,
right.
can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
for fuck's sake, this is terrible.
For the love of Peter.
Yes, for the love of Peter. Okay, so we have all the people that we can currently muster. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome to the Shades of Dominion, where we have a bunch of fun and shenanigans. And that is an alarm going off because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in Philadelphia. I'm in job training, and I've been away from wife and family for 4 weeks. And I'm hopping
Congrats.
on a plane tomorrow at about 6 a.m. to get home at 9 a.m. So I won't be sleeping tonight. I am too excited. I get to go home to a wonderful woman and my four daughters. Yes, daughters. Um, my
In
lovely
nomine
children.
Patri et Filii et Spiritus. As someone who has recently been brought into the fold of dealing with teenage girls, oh dear God, you poor bastard.
well, well. Okay, so suffice to say, uh, let's do a little bit more shilling. I want to do, of course, we need to bring Stormy on. That's one of the first orders, and which I understand that's going to take
I
a while. So
Yes, it's at the moment it's currently up in the air in a form of pseudo. We don't know what the hell's going on.
okay,
Uh, Also, as far as I am aware, currently Stormy is actually asleep.
I can tell because there's hardly anyone in chat. Slots, love you very much. Thank you for being here. We are still dealing with the consequences of your actions, throwing shade at our mages.
Oh
It's
yeah, that
beautiful.
guy.
It's beautiful. Oh, I'm all for it. So, um, I've been
Let
releasing
me
all week videos
just.
on artifacts in Shades of Dominion. I have people on Twitter sending me recommendations for factions for the supplement and guides. So I'm one such request done by um, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Let me look up Twitter because this guy does not know what he's dealing with apparently. So let's go to my notifications and oh, uh, my notification is full of an argument I had with Disco on abortion. Yeah, that was fun. Um, PP Serious Wellbeing Advocate sent me a request, a faction request for the birds. Hashtag Team Birds. So, there's going to be lore on the birds, which may or may not be real.
Oh,
Also,
we all know they're just a bunch of fucking drones.
well,
Don't lie.
we got another. There will be a Sultan's faction, by the way, which I sort of hashed out with Trim, but we need Bezek to finalize that transaction, apparently. And also another faction for hyper-capitalistic dwarves, which is completely doable in this setting. So I'm going to be flushing out those factions as well.
Why did
And
3 of 12 come to mind when you said that?
it was not 3 of 12. It was Prime Knight who did that. Prime Knight requested the hyper-capitalistic dwarves. So we shall be doing that as well. So, does anyone remember what we were doing or why we were doing it when we last took off on these shades of. Oh, no, okay. More shilling. My bad. Hold your thoughts. Hold thy tongues. You can also, while we're throwing shade, throw shade at our players. Send donations to the Cash App link at the bottom of the screen or in the link in the description. Either one works. If you want to throw some more shade at the players, please use Cash App and I will do it live on air. And as you can see, there is already a creature card translator. You can throw a common at them for $2. You can throw an uncommon for 5. Rares are 10 and mythics are 20. So that's those are the rates. That's how they work, and you can throw shade at the players as the players are throwing shade in the world. So, without any more further ado, I bring you our players. Bonum Satis, say hello.
Hello, hello. If you would like a good moment for shilling for me, you
Yes.
guys can check out my Rumble channel, which is going gangbusters. And
Yeah.
I, like other fine men of culture, have been yeeted from the tweeter and find myself back on Getter. So you can also find me there.
Oh yeah, I also got okay, do you want to know what I did this time that really that got me in trouble?
I am very interested, actually. I always
I
love a good shit disturbance story.
um Violence is Life commented on Bette Midler's crying post that Elon Musk took away her blue check mark. And because Elon
Oh,
Musk took away her blue check mark, she was reeing to the internet, to the Twitter at large, and Violence is Life just posted $8. That was her comment. So I decided to
yep.
reply to Violence is Life because I am a snarky cunt myself. I'm like, yeah, she really is a cheap whore. That
Oof.
that got me struck. That got me torn down from the mighty lofts of Twitter, which is not fair because I want Twitter Blue. I will buy it.
Mm.
I just couldn't because my account is, under 30 days old. So I
Ah.
can't pay for my blue check mark. I can't pay for the privilege of being snarky. So, so I must suffer. Allegedly, my punishment should be up in about 12 hours, so we'll see what happens there. All right. So, without
So you didn't catch a permanent suspension.
no, I hope
No, some
not.
some of us are in the advanced class.
Well, fuck you. I'm on like my third or fifth account. No, I'm like up to 7, and even that's still amateur. That's not worth
Are we
bragging about.
Can we add in Facebook jail time and
Oh
suspensions?
God. Okay, hand to God, like I'm one of those people
Excuse
where
me.
I can only get on Facebook like 6 months out of the year.
Wait, you get on more than once a year? I had to give up. I had to give up on Facebook because I was just spending so much time in jail, and yeah, it just stopped being worth my time.
Oh, I know. When you have like 30-day bans back to back. Oh. Anyways, so now that you know the quality of streaming that you've jumped into, let us again, Seth, our other shade mage, please introduce yourself and shill all the things.
I'm just here getting my ass whooped, man. I don't know what the fuck to do about this shit. If y'all are looking to find me, I'm only on Twitch momentarily. Running under Cats and Slack or Kitty Slack, just doing random bullshit. Recently playing Fallout 76. No, that's really about it. I've got not much to say. I just woke up, so I'm not fully potent yet. Forgive me.
Well, you were potent enough to get us all on Discord to solve the audio issue. Thank God. All right.
Nope, that's a slots thing.
Oh, yeah, that was a slots thing, wasn't it?
Yep.
So, yeah, credit where it's due, slots. Thank you, sir. Ahem. Also, I apologize if you hear static because I am poor and this headphones cord is janked. So, without any further ado, who wants to catch us up on the shenanigans, the events that are unfolding? Because you're being chased by an abyssal prosecutor or
I don't.
persecutor.
That really sounds like a you job to me.
Yeah. It's been standard. I don't quite remember what was going on. I know that we left our room and we were out to go and continue our adventure. We saw these elves and we did not like them. They were off and about to one of their ships, getting ready to take off, and we kind of told them, "No, fuck you, we're joining you," because halfway around our travel on the mountain, this giant fucking demon out of nowhere decides, "Hey, asshole, we're coming to take you now."
This guy.
And I'm
This guy.
like,
He pretty.
I'd rather not. Let's have a fight. And instead, they all just kind of drag me along, saying, "No, dumbass, you're taking a hike. Let's go." So we had fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so, this was a completely natural plot point, I will have you know. This had nothing to do with 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 audience involvement. Slots laughing in chat
None
at us.
whatsoever.
Okay, so yes, you are being pursued by a persecutor demon, and your pretty little ship is hightailing it out of there. Now, another subplot point is your ship is currently being powered by human slaves. And you were about to have an issue with slavery until you found out that your lives were in immediate danger. So, You will deal with that as you will. In any case, suffice to say, your ship is in full flight. Now, this is the most inopportune time, but your dear friend Xander, as the Abyssal Persecutor, is bounding after you with a giant, massive fuck off sort of Yaniv bullshit, is he's decided that this is no longer entertaining anymore, and has, shall we say, a shade shifted through out of the realm, which you didn't know he could do because y'all have been trying to get out of here yourselves. But for some odd reason, mainly Shademaster contrivance, y'all can't leave. But Xander could. Xander, for some odd reason, just knew the magic. So,
I'm gonna kill that bastard when he gets back.
oh, well. You can try.
Sorry.
That's all I had to say. Is you are free to try. We believe in effort, in attempts. So,
Yeah.
um,
Throw me
you
another $50 item.
you are on board the ship, which is frantically trying to make its escape, and we're going to say that it has a movement of 3. And which way? Okay, so both of you give me a. Oh, fuck off! What role would that be? Holy shit! Um,
Athletics.
no, this is going to be a leadership test. So, tell me which skill you think is closest to leadership. I'm gonna throw that to Ardent.
Let's see. Skills for leadership would probably be. Am I muted? No, excellent. Diplomacy, I would think.
Diplomacy. All right, you may use either diplomacy, intimidation, or persuasion. Choose wisely.
Well, my intimidate is 0. My persuasion does not even appear to be on this page.
There's no persuasion in there? Well,
I'm looking.
No.
I see perception, but I see no persuasion.
Okay, then there's no persuasion. It's
Acrobatics,
okay.
athletics, bluff, diplomacy, endurance,
Yeah,
height,
diplomacy
skill,
makes sense.
history, insight, intimidate, nature, perception, religion, stealth, streetwise, and thievery.
okay. So this would
Streetwise
either
could
be
even come into perception or persuasion.
this would either be diplomacy or intimidation. You may choose your
Okay.
tactic because you're the elven taskmaster is being very lackluster. He does not seem to understand the precarious situation y'all are in.
Okay, so that's a D6 plus the bonus from the skill, right?
It's D3 plus the bonus from the skill.
Ah,
That would be a
3D3.
skill test. You just click skill test and put your bonus in.
Okay. It has been some time.
It has been some time. I worked magic setting this up, and it's just been sitting here for way too long.
Okay, so we need to convince said elven taskmaster to get his ass in gear.
And his charges.
Okay, is he visibly hostile to us?
Oh, none of them like you.
Oh, okay. You can stand here and die, or you can run with everybody else. How did I get D3 plus 6? Or 3D6? Or skill test?
Oh, you added plus 6. I think you just needed to add the number.
Yeah.
Oh,
It told
I see.
you
Okay.
you get nothing out of that. No, your score is.
So let me try that
20.
again. Yeah, so it did the same thing again.
Okay, 18. All right, fair enough.
No, okay.
You know, thankfully
I get 0.
You got 18 both times. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So, both of you
Mhm.
realize that this is not a very constitutionally sound elf. So, which were you rolling, diplomacy or intimidate?
I was rolling diplomacy.
You were rolling diplomacy. The
Yep.
elf, The elf listens to your reason and starts pulling out his nine tails and starts lashing, going down into the but what do you call that cabin like area where they're rowing the where they're
Oh, that would
rowing
be the hold.
yeah, he goes down into the hold, and instead of there being oars, there's literally just like um this really rickety wooden version of like not a treadmill, but like an exercise bike that all of them are attached to,
Okay.
trying to pedal like hell. And so he starts giving them their orders and the proper morale boosting, we shall call it. And since Satish rolled the highest, give me a d6 roll. You could just do sip.
Okay. Sip.
All right, so that is a 1. So you got
Yes.
a bonus of 1 square. So
Yay.
your base movement is going to be 3. So you're able to move your ship of 4 squares.
Okay, I'm not even sure which ship we're on.
You're
Bottom
I have
one.
to zoom out. I'm just trying to zoom out the map.
yeah,
There we are. Okay.
you're the one at the bottom,
Ah, there it is.
like your life. Um,
Yeah. Thanks for
okay.
reminding me.
Hang on. Let's Satis save changes. So you can now control that.
Okay, excellent. So I have how many? 3?
4. You can move four
4.
squares.
Let me see. 4. Hmm. That has to be linear squares, right? I can't do the diagonal thing.
You can do the diagonal thing. I will allow it.
Okay. Let's if the worst happens, let's at least be over land.
A wise decision. Um, Kitty, well, while this is going on, give me a perception roll. Seth.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so just as the ship is careening in this kind of like direction, you notice that there are other airships in the area, and the weird difference is they don't necessarily look to be of the same make and model that you're currently cruising in.
Mm-hmm.
So you realize that these might be competing factions.
Okay. That's not
Let's.
me, sorry.
Can I roll for history?
Yes, you may.
I'm gonna spend. Can I spend unstained shade? Shade. Unstained shade.
You know, I was actually reviewing the rules for that, and it has to be stained for it to buff your
Okay.
rolls.
I'll spend two of my 7 stained.
Okay.
So that's gonna be +4 on that. So there we go.
All right. Oof. Okay. Yes, you can definitely tell that there has been a prolonged naval and aerial battle between humans and elves in these parts, and they have not relented their grudges against one another. And as you realize that there is an armada of not just an armada, but you're starting to notice that some of these ships up here, and here, um, they're not all human and they're not all elves. And they are currently trying to engage one another. So there is that. And your abyssal persecutor is moving ever closer. So,
Can I suggest a direction where to go?
um, you would have to go down to the hold and convince the elf taskmaster of your decision.
Okay. I'll start walking down there casually, waiting for my next turn.
Okay. So, all right. So that's your current turn. Now we're gonna give the elves a turn. I'm gonna see what they decide to do. Let's open up a skill test, and their modifier is a 1. So let's see how they fare in these. Oh, they fare pretty well. So that's gonna add another square. So that's 5 squares to move next turn. However, this little ship here has let's see if they can roll perception. See if they can perceive. They don't see you, but they see this guy, and they start to engage it. This is not a wise move, um, as the Abyssal Persecutor does in fact notice them and takes a massive swing at their ship, dealing. What is it again? Let me take a look at that. Let's see.
Two
I
damage to the
believe the
whole
measurement
world.
you gave us. I believe the measurement you gave us was 1 metric fuck ton.
Yes,
Yes.
that was the official declaration, the official
As he
ruling.
swings, he breaks the world by 2 levels.
Mm. Yes, but fortunately, eh,
That's
you
just what I remember.
okay. So give me a you witnessed. No, you don't witness this battle. You went down in the hold. Ardent, sir,
Yes, sir.
you see this ship open fire on the demon with the Yaniv
Okay.
sword, and they are doing their damnedest to damage and harass him. And clearly, nothing is happening.
Okay.
The you can't tell if it's gunfire. You can't tell if it's arrows. Uh, you see flashes and you see just things flying at this demon. None of it takes purchase. Instead, the demon meets the and yes, this is to scale. That's how big the demon is compared to the ship.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
You see the demon pull out its sword and just it's
Slap
almost
them in half.
comical. No. It's almost comical. He doesn't even slam it. He just boops it. Just boop. And the entire thing just starts to crumble. You see it literally just kind of disappear and disintegrate.
Well, that's something of a bad sign.
And as it starts to deteriorate, you start to see bodies slip under the hole from where the hole used to be. And oddly, as that swing makes contact with the ship, you notice that there is not a world rippling effect all around you.
Okay.
The shade is not being torn asunder, or the world is not being deprived of its shade any longer with that particular attack. So, um, with that observation, you may move forward. You have 5 spaces you can move this time, this turn around. Also, did anyone have any plans to engage the demon in any manner, shape, or form?
No.
I
Okay.
tried, but
I
y'all just kind of like.
having Oh, go ahead.
I remember I was trying, but everyone just kind of like grabbed me by the throat and said, "No, bitch, you're coming with us."
At this point, I believe that we should retreat forward
I'm sorry, say that
in
again.
a more suitable position.
Ah,
We should
okay.
retreat in a we should advance in a rearward direction in order to find a more suitable position
I
to
see.
die. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I do believe I have the squares right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Running directly. Oh, that's a little further than I meant. I think that was 6. There we go.
Okay.
Running a little further away than I want to, or than running a little further away than we have seems like the best choice at this point.
All right. So with that, you have entered viewing range,
Of
and
course we have.
they did not see you. Like you slipped between clouds somehow. Like their
Ninja
perception
Sailor.
is really really poor, but they see their fellow comrades or enemies being assailed and start making their way towards the demon in question.
Oh, so they're feeling a little Canadian.
Do you mean Canadian as in they're feeling brave or they're feeling attracted to the demonic?
More along the lines of feeling like their lives don't matter and they should have someone end it for them.
Oh, I thought that was just Canadian healthcare, but we do digress. Um, so, Kitty, I believe it is your turn.
Is the dude within my view?
Oh, the Taskmaster?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Awesome. I want to run. Well, not run up to him. I want to get up to him and intimidate the bastard,
All right.
if at all possible.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation roll.
Let's see. Skill test, intimidation on me, sitting at 6. We're gonna spend 2 of my 5 stay in shade. Ow.
Yeah, ow. Did did you include your stained shade in that roll?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Because of
lucky
the.
he's mortal. You really are lucky that this is just a pissant elf. Good God. Um.
No, if the
So well.
modifiers affected my skills, I would have had a better roll.
Okay. So why were you trying to intimidate this poor elvish taskmaster, trying to whip his human
I.
slaves into shape? Can't you see he's trying to do a job?
Yeah, I tell him either he goes where I tell him we go, and we get all of his elven buddies together, or I kill him myself.
He just looks at you and goes, I thought your other friend made that very clear. Can't you see we're working here?
Yeah, but I want you to bring them together. Don't just fly around. You know the shit better than I do. I am not a very smart individual.
He just
Signal
he
or
just kind of
something.
he just kind of looks you up and down, like to give you like a no shit look.
I have a full grug moment.
Uh-huh. So as you two are having this discussion, the abyssal persecutor is moving into your direction and into the pathway of the ship. Now,
Oh joy, more ash falling from the sky. Doesn't this abyssal persecutor know that it's wrong to pollute? Where's Greta Thunberg when you need her?
Speaking of, anyways,
No, no, no.
I would never do that to a child. That's for the Democrats to do. Anyways, both of you, Bonham, Satis, and Seth, give me perception rolls.
Should I have a deficit since I can't actually see out in the main world?
They're
Boom!
in the hold where they're rowing or like pedaling forth with the Taskmaster. It's kind of like it's like glass paneled or like trellised viewports.
Okay.
Okay. What you see is that whereas the other ship was full of, human sailors, soldiers, and airmen, this is an elven craft. And the elves had a very different approach with this particular beastie. Out from their bows springs forth a voluminous amount of ropes and nets.
They're going to try to catch it. Good job. Go ahead.
Well, not only do they succeed in ensnaring this son of a bitch, uh-huh, ensnared, like so. His big ass fuck off sword, the powerful enchantments that were incumbent upon him, um, are suddenly diminished. They are suddenly no more, and so he becomes uh, back to what he was before. So 6, no, 6, and a 4. His power is severely diminished. No, not there. We're gonna go this way. And he begins to fall from the sky, bound in ropes and all of his enchantments and aspects deactivated.
Oh, I don't like elves anymore.
Well, elves are of the Nature Dominion, and part of the Nature Dominion is, well, killing the Shade. So, with that in mind, the Abyssal Persecutor is essentially nerfed. And both of you take this as a lesson as to what the elves can do to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, those of us who actually see it happen.
Yes.
I do believe he's still in the hold, isn't he, Seth?
Oh, he witnessed this.
Ah, okay.
I would not deprive him of that knowledge, though I should. I really, really should. In any case. So, since you both rolled spectacularly on that, give me a... Oh, what is a good wisdom check? Bluff rolls. Give me bluff rolls. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Bluff, bluff. Okay. Nah.
All right, very, very nice. Let me see if how the elves fare. We're gonna give them their skill test as well. Okay, so luckily for you, you two are composed. Now, Ardent, luckily for you, you didn't have to lie. You just had to keep your mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
As the elves kind of look at you suspiciously as you watch shall we say, mystical effects of this beast being taken away from them, you look nonplussed. You're internally shitting yourselves, realizing that these elves have the power to take away your mystical abilities, but you are nonetheless uh, you're like a duck. You know how a duck just kind of floats on the water,
Mm-hmm.
yet
Just going with the flow.
but underneath the water he's kicking like hell. That's you.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah, that seems about right.
So you are like a duck, ever so quietly paddling about, frantically, worriedly, depressedly, as
Doing my best not to sweat.
this big beastie that was your nemesis, your bane, your sure to death, is brought low by a couple of pointy ears. Now,
Mm.
Arden, I'm going to give you a split second to react as the elves realize that their fellows have just spared them from annihilation.
Mm. Okay. Since a bluff check actually worked, let's try that again.
Do it.
Hey, hey, it was screwing every other elf I saw. Ha, yeah.
All right. How do you address or intervene in this situation?
So I look at the head elf. I assume that would be the taskmaster I initially uh, confronted.
He is not the head elf. The
Ah.
head elf is a regal-looking gentleman who is standing aboard his ship with staff in hand and eagerly awaiting for his kinsman to take care of business as he so rightfully expected them to. Elvish supremacy and all that.
Yes. Um, hmm. How much movement has the ship uh, made since we had this observance?
Oh, just where you're at.
Crap.
Yeah.
I was really hoping we were still over land so I could go, see ya. Overboard.
No, no, not quite. Not quite.
No.
Can you? Wait, no, that's.
I'm kind of at a loss for what to say here.
Hmm.
Well, I think I'll just bluff my way through it. Well, thank you for your assistance, sir. You can drop us off at your next port.
He turns to you, bemused. Next port, that would be our kingdom palace, or we will deliver our. He just smiles coyly. Cargo.
Hmm. This is going to cause all kinds of problems. What happens to be your cargo on this voyage, Sarah?
There below deck, we were also expecting a shipment of water. However, our envoys did not arrive in time before you forced us off of the Gex
Hmm.
contraption.
I see. Then
Slots
I am.
demand the elf kneel.
I, out of character, I'm amused that he says that they're below deck while I also. It's funny.
I I subtly lay my hand on the or my elbow rather, not in a very non-hostile manner. I subtly nudge my elbow on top of the pommel of the elven light blade I have tucked through my belt, and say, "Well, I guess an apology may be in order, and some recompense. My companions and I would be quite happy to provide labor in exchange for passage."
He's he's actually taken aback. Oh, really? That's kind. Would you please slip these on? He pulls out a pair of manacles.
Ah, I'm afraid that will not be happening, and I draw my sword.
Oof. Most unfortunate.
Yes, and I yell Lux as I do so, directly casting the light in his eyes.
Ah, okay. So you. All right. The light is blinding him. That just happened. So let's see here. He's going to lose initiative for that turn. And uh, Kitty, do you roll perception to see if you heard any of this transaction?
Okay. See here. Perception is going to be 10. Skill test 10.
You heard every word, which means you can get around to surprising if you would like.
I would love to.
Yes, go on. Now, mind you, there are still about I'm going to say 5 soldiers on board, minus the captain, the magus in charge. So you
Oh,
have
that's nice to know.
you have 2 elves with you in the hold, and Satish, you have the magus and 2 others on top with you. So, Seth, you have one within arm's reach. Go ahead.
Oh. Um. First thing I'm going to want to do is cast one of my summons.
Do-do-do.
We're gonna cast my Vessel's Cheat.
All right, one moment since we've moved to combat. All right, so let me move y'all back over here. All right, so this would be down in the hold. So Kitty's place stays pretty much the same.
I had a lot more than I thought I had. We're gonna
I
drop
see that you're right
4 from
here.
11. That should be 9,
He's
7.
over here.
There we go.
We're gonna move Satis over here. And all of these need to go because... Oh yeah, Limbeck and Yari are still on board.
Oh dear. Oops.
Yes, yes. You cannot forget the other slaves.
She's so tiny, I forgot about her.
All right.
Some
So
white knight he was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
no. There we go.
Okay. So
All right, and
I
on
don't
each of these
suppose I get a
points,
surprise round, do I?
on all of these points right here, is where a human is fastened and pedaling furiously. Seth, and up on top, Satis, you are confronting this elven mage,
Mm-hmm.
and his stats are a little beefier. He's a 3/3. There we go.
So let me see if I have this correct then. The ships are moving, yes?
Oh, Slots, did the elves in hold here exchange? No, they did not. We'd already rolled for that, and they failed miserably. Their knife ears have failed them. So much for elven supremacy. Shade mages, I believe Seth, you may begin uh, you, your diplomatic
awesome.
actions.
Yes, very diplomatic, but very standard. We're gonna, if I can, throw Vessel's cheat over here.
Okay. Vessels cheat.
It's just a little 1/1, I believe, for 3. Yes.
All right. So
Nope. He's a 2/1.
no, that's not what I want. Grr. All right.
Wait.
So controlled by Seth and tint color. We're gonna give you a
2, 3.
purplish color. There we go. That's your dude.
Cool. And then his power's gonna be 2. No. Come on. 2. There you go. And 3. Oh well. And then we're gonna swing my axe at this guy right here. Or not my axe, my scythe.
Okay. So go ahead and make your roll.
It should be 1d6. Were there modifiers? Or is it just a... Oh, wait.
It's a skill test.
Right. Which streetwise?
So let me see if I have this straight. Seth is just randomly attacking these guys, even though they had no idea what was going on above.
Yeah,
Correct.
oh yeah, correct.
Excellent.
He heard
It's
that,
what I do.
he heard that you had engaged in combat, and he's like, "Well, everyone must go."
Oh yeah, I do have a somewhat resonant baritone when I speak in Latin.
And your poor elf victim does not counter that, so you may roll for damage.
Oh, nope.
What was that?
Which one was it? Battery. There we go.
All right, so you deal 4 damage. He is heavily wounded.
Takes the wound off of Reaper's Tap.
Yes. So he's down to 1, and he is exhausted. You are also exhausted because you chose to attack first. And with that, this guy was blinded. So how are
That's
we
this
going?
fellow here, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
how are we going to represent that? We're gonna say he's flashbanged.
Yay!
So
That's about right, actually.
and this one is exhausted as well. All right, so Satis, you may move to pick the soldier at hand, or pick a soldier to attack. Hang on, give me 1 second. I think I have to change
Sure.
that to. There you go. Now it's yours. Now you can control it.
Okay, I'm just checking the light spell for duration. I think it's pretty much instantaneous, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
There it is. Illuminate a dark area until the end of your next turn. Okay, so it does last until the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Let's see. I think it's time to switch to a more physical approach, and I will give him a good Wait, did I pick up a shield yet? I did not, did I?
No, I don't think so. So go ahead and
I've
signify.
got plate armor. Okay, go ahead.
Let's signify which one you are attacking.
Oh, it would be the gentleman that is standing alone and currently rubbing his eyes and going, "What the fuck just happened?"
Oh, well, then by all means, attack. Actually, no,
I do believe
he's exhausted
go ahead.
technically. So go ahead and just roll for damage.
Oh, actually, my plan was to grapple him and throw him overboard.
Oh, well then,
Yes. Yeet.
go ahead and give me an athletics roll. He will also make what is okay. No. What is your unarmed attack? That's how we'll do this. What is your unarmed?
That would be athletics. Damage is only 1.
Yes, but we're
So
doing like
my athletics is 6.
your athletics is 6+.
Yes.
Okay, so give me an athletics roll.
Okay. Oh, I like that. How the hell am I getting so many 21s?
He fails to resist you.
Bye. In the immortal words of the Russian Badger, yeah, yeet.
All right.
And because this would have been kind of required as I had to move into that square he's in, I'm now standing next to a human slave who is pedaling madly. Yes.
No, that is below in the
Oh, okay,
hole.
that's
That is
those are
where
okay.
that
I
is
see.
where dear Sethipu is doing his business.
Okay, these spell turrets. I don't suppose they traverse towards the interior of the ship.
They do not.
Okay. I was
Nothing
going to
would
have a
be
Return of the Jedi moment.
nothing would be so simple. Um,
No.
I've got a
so
question. Would him falling technically be him losing a wound?
Sucking the soul out of him as he passes by.
no,
Well, it
no,
does
it
not count
would
as him losing
not.
a wound. Okay. So I don't get my second stealth battery. That's cool.
It's somewhere
I should.
randomly they come in and be like, "Hey Seth, roll spell battery." Why? You know, that one time threw a guy
Very
overboard.
nice.
It just
Like
finally
7
kicked in.
sessions later.
That would be absolutely hilarious if that worked out that way, though.
uh,
I
all
figured
right.
I would have just done it now so we don't have to worry about it, but that's funny. I like that idea.
So you just said Yeetus.
Elitus, elitus. Yep. And now I'm standing in that square, though. Bye-bye.
Jare and Limbeck are standing side by side in abject horror, going, "What?"
Oh, that's right. The elves are kind of their god figures, aren't they? Oh, well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the elves had disguised themselves and bathing themselves in ethereal light, so they didn't know they were elves. They were just glowing figures. Just that when the light
Ah,
died, they turned out to be elves. So yeah, that's
cursedly
that.
deceptive, pointy-eared mongrel. Never mind.
Indeed. So so, so the magus. Well, let me see if the poor magus has good reaction.
He's still blinded till the end of my turn.
In, as true as that is, give me a perception roll, Satis.
Okay. Oh,
Oof.
oof. My perception is so good, and yet that was so bad. I
That's
didn't
how I've been
notice he
rolling
saved
all
himself.
fucking day. You're alright.
The only thing you hear as the man is yeeted screaming over the hole is a loud crack, like a whip crack.
Huh.
However, you don't have much to contemplate upon it, as you are charged from behind by good sir
Okay.
and his cohort coming right behind him. So, you are going to...
Terrible phrasing.
Yes, indeed. So, give me a combat check, a skill test roll. Oh, I should
Okay, so
probably
just
give you
plain skill
stats for
test,
that.
or
Yeah, give me a skill test. What was it for elves? Well, what did we say that they were? Um, okay, what were the stats for the sword you took?
oh, let me see. Attack was thievery, defense was streetwise, damage was 1d3.
Okay, so give me a streetwise roll.
Okay. So this is defense. Okay, good enough. Streetwise. Oh, wonderful. It's 0.
Oh, wow.
I need a better sword. Not bad.
Oof.
Yeah,
He
it is.
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
hits.
And my
So
plate armor absorbs nothing, I suppose.
we said a
What's he hitting
D3.
me with? A D3, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do a sip roll. He deals a massive, whopping 1 damage,
Yay!
which means that he essentially, since you have 5 toughness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he barely made like a scratch. Like he somehow caught mostly rogues.
I have 15 for toughness written down on my sheet.
That doesn't make any sense. It should be
No.
5.
I'd say that's probably an error on my part,
Okay.
and I am correcting it now. There we go.
Well, it's not really that big of a deal because yeah, unless his dear friend moves through him and up back at you, the chances of them dealing the rest of that damage to wound you is pretty slim. Seth, this good sir is attacking you also for D3 as well, except you're exhausted. So he's just going to roll for damage. Take 2 damage, sir.
I'm now. Let's see. 3, 5, 10. Got it.
Okay, did you do something with your mic? Because I can barely hear you.
Sorry, we good?
Yeah. Go ahead and um. Yeah, you just took 2 damage.
Yeah, 3 of 5 toughness.
Yeah, you're down to 3 toughness. You are annoyed. Although, hang on. Yeah, you're exhausted. Never mind. I was gonna say that your stone cold stare should have taken effect, but you were
Yeah.
you were already exhausted. So, Ardent, you may now engage the poor sod who so foolishly decided to attack you from the rear.
Okay.
Did I not get a recovery turn?
Oh, yes, you do. My bad. Delay that, sir. All right, so you
No worries.
may.
I have a message to deal with anyway.
Uh-huh. All right, so Seth, yes, that is a half action to ready yourself. Um, how will you be spending the other half action?
Reaction to exhaust my creature to replenish one of my shade.
Okay.
Because I know I'm going to need that. And then um just say go. Not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna stay here.
You're just gonna sit there?
Yep, get ready so I can defend myself. That's it.
All right. And with that, it is once again Arden's turn. Hopefully he's done with
Okay.
his messages.
I am, in fact, yes.
Uh-huh. So, go ahead and assert your supremacy, sir.
Hmm. It seems like a fine time to make things really strange. The guy who just assaulted me hears the words "Abito turpi furia" and disappears.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I'm going to increase that as much as well, not as much as I can, but how much shade can I add to that? That's the banish spell.
The banish spell can be amplified to 4 turns.
Okay. Is that the maximum or just with one shade. I'm not sure how much shade I have there either. I have 4 toughness, 3 in the green, 0 in the white.
Wait, what was in the green? You said you had 4 in the green?
He had 3 in the green, 0 in the white.
So he's got 3 stained shade, 0 unstained.
He had more than that.
Every one shade improves the durability of your spell by 1 turn.
Yeah.
Okay, he disconnected.
Yeah, briefly disconnected 1 moment. That's fine.
Welcome back.
All right.
He appears to be back, but is he back?
That is the question. Oh.
Typing. Ice checking notification on Discord.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I forget what I was asking just before that. Oh, I was asking about my shades.
Right. According to what you told us, you have 3 stained shade and 0 unstained shade, and your spell can be pushed by 1 turn for every 1 shade, stained or unstained.
Okay, then. I will spend 1 shade on that guy and send him away for 2 turns, I take it.
No. 1 to cast it, 1 for the turn.
It's an unchanneled spell.
Yes.
Right.
I have it in front of me. It says banish. It's purity plus X. And the target is removed from the encounter for X turns. So if you pay 1 additional shade, that's 1 turn.
So if you pay 2 shade, it's 1 turn. 3 shade, 2 turns.
In total.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to husband my shade a little bit, and I'll only spend the 1 to send him away.
Okay.
The ship is moving, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Is it moving at a rate that would cause him to reappear in the air where we aren't anymore?
No, he would reappear on the ship.
Cursed magic rules.
Yes. Okay. I know, so terrible.
Can I combine that with the action of stepping through his square and stabbing the guy behind him?
Yes.
And get a little bit of surprise action on that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, then. So I will move over to his square once he disappears.
Yeah, we'll just yeet us for a while. All right, roll your attack.
Attack at my sword bravery, but I have sure strike, so it uses perception rolling. Oh.
Nice.
Back again.
All right.
I'm going to shut some of the things I have open here, which means, unfortunately, I won't be following YouTube chat anymore. So have a good night, folks. Good to see you.
All right. Ardent bids adieu to the chat. Give me salutes for Ardent. He's a good boy.
I do try. Actually, I can open chat on my phone, so
that's what I've done. Oh,
makes
let me
far
check.
more sense to do it that way, doesn't it?
It does, because you just have it in front of you. All right. So, nothing in the Cash App. So, the elf failed miserably in his defense roll. So you may roll damage.
I will, in fact, do just that shortly. Just getting the chat open again. There we go.
Wait, hold on.
Damage is 1d3.
I might want to interfere in his attack. Give me just a second to find it. Going to help him out a little bit.
Is it a ready spell?
Yes, it's a ready spell, but I need to make sure it's ungentle. It is. Awesome.
Okay.
We're gonna cast Fatal Wound on his creature if I can.
Okay. And remind the chat what that does again.
Fatal Wound. If the target is dealt any damage until the start of my next turn, it automatically takes a wound.
Ah, some good old shade assistance. There we go. So go ahead and so you just spend the shade. We
Yep.
mark this poor sod with a an indicator of death and doom, like so. And go ahead and roll for damage, Satis.
Okay, so all I'm doing is rolling straight damage. I don't add anything to it, do I?
No, just roll straight damage.
Okay, 1d3 incoming.
And he takes a wound.
All right.
3.
Yeah,
Nice.
he takes a wound, and
Did you
Satis.
say these guys were 3/3 creatures?
I did. No, they are 2/2s. The guy you threw off the ship was a 3/3.
Oh, well, that would be handy then.
Yeah, yeah. That's awfully convenient. So he's down to 1 wound, and he's exhausted, and you exhausted yourself from that attack. So, all right. Now, these two elves have yet to take their turn, so they are going to ready themselves. And they are going to, obviously, attack Seth. So, using thievery and attacking your perception, they're going to
My
make
perception or
attack
my
rolls.
bluff? My weapon's defense is a bluff. My
No,
unarmed.
no. Their weapon. Their
Ah,
weapon.
I see.
So, and
So
you may actually use your combat uh buff on that.
I will. Let's see. Stone Cold Soul, Endurance instead.
Yes, you may roll endurance instead of using perception
What's better?
because you have a
I'll stick with
black soul.
Perception.
Really?
Yeah, Perception's 10. The other one's 9.
And they fail horribly. Now, I actually double checked this. Counterattacking does not exhaust you, so you may choose to counterattack if you wish.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm going with my Streetwise against their bluff. My Streetwise is a 10.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Ow.
Oof.
The shade punishes more.
Um,
Ooh.
he. Holy sh! How often do you fucking tie? God damn it!
Right?
God damn it!
I
You know
believe
what?
I would have just barely tabbed it. Just nicked it.
Um, no, because hang on, because it's a check. It's a check. Your weapon is attacking their skill. That's how combat works in Shades. So
Mm-hmm.
they successfully um deflected that. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So a pencil defender do
Checking rules on the spot.
dude for real. Um do as a defender may use their reaction to counterattack with their weapon. If they are successful, they continue in the damage step. Um, you know what? I'm gonna say that they succeed. They they they
Okay.
they have defend. No, no. You were counterattacking.
It was.
Okay. Um. Hmm. No, I think we're gonna give it to the elf.
That's fine.
You swung haphazardly.
That's fair.
Emboldened by this, however, his friend decides to also make an attack roll. So skill test
Right.
3.
Going against my perception again, is he?
Oh my gosh. So you are you came out on top that time.
Let's see.
Oh no, hang on. No, he just
That was
rolled
a
this.
different attack.
Okay, yeah.
I
So you easily defend. Now you may
and
counterattack.
then using streetwise, which is also a 10.
All right, skill test 3, and he has not a prayer in under heaven, so you successfully deal damage,
Deal 1 wound. Spell better roll.
and he dies. He is dead. He die. He dead.
Awesome.
So there is that.
And then
And now it's your turn.
we're gonna go ahead and redo everything I did last turn. We're gonna exhaust my creature to get myself the extra shade,
Mm-hmm.
and instead, I'm actually going to swing at him
Are you now?
since he's the only one left. I am skill test with 10. Oh wait, he's exhausted,
Mm-hmm.
so I just get my damage in
Yep, you just get your damage in. Well done. All
and deal 1 wound to him.
right, he's down to 1 wound. And you're also exhausted, correct?
I should be at this point, yes.
Okay. All right, Satis, it is your turn.
My apologies. I forgot I had myself on mute for a moment there.
Aha.
I'm just jiggling with the map here and getting that sorted out. I really dislike Roll20's interface.
I try, sir.
Oh no, it's not you. It's definitely them. Okay, being exhausted, I can't attack at this point, can I?
Oh, you can ready yourself for a half action. It's within the rules.
Okay, and with the individual in front of me exhausted and within arm's reach, I assume I could use that half action to give him a good kick.
Yes, and that spell lasts until is the enfeeblement thing still on him, Seth?
No.
Okay.
That was only until my next turn.
Okay, so
Actually, sorry, a little bit of rethinking here. I'm going to move
Okay.
because there's a guy about to go back into existence.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to move over here and let that guy come back into existence.
You do that. You
Yeah.
do that.
And I'll ready my blade for him.
All right, so Satis is readying himself. And sure enough, right back into existence, dazed and confused, and not knowing what he should do.
That's how I like him.
I'm not surprised by this. So,
No.
that brings us back to Sethipu, who is got one elf with 1 wound.
I imagine. Does he not ready himself before I take my turn? Oh, fuck, come on. Testing?
No, I'm still here. I'm not. Oh, they didn't get their turn. Oh, so
No.
he does ready himself, and he is going to attack you. The reason why I forgot about the elves is because the elves Ardent is dealing with. Um, this one is temporarily exhausted, but not like compromised in terms of battle. His friend behind him, even though he's technically no longer exhausted, is kind of stopped from going anywhere. So,
Okay.
yes, you are going to be attacked by the elf. So give me a perception roll.
Okay. Even though I'm exhausted?
Oh, no. Never mind. I forgot. So, he's just going to deal damage then.
Mm-hmm.
D3. All right, you take 2 damage, sir.
Back down to 3 toughness.
Yep.
Okay. And then he is exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna exhaust my creature again, go back up in mana or shade. Ready myself and actually I can move one. I'm gonna move down this way with the loss of my action.
Oh, dear. Today at 2:20 a.m. That makes no sense. All right, well, we have and this was 7 minutes ago, so I apologize, Slots, for not getting to this sooner. Um, we got another Cash App.
Oh no!
We
Why?
shade is being thrown. Excuse me for a moment as I do some research. Research, yes.
How much does a shotgun cost? I mean,
Yes, yes. So please hold as we get ready, as we get shade ready to be thrown at our dear victims. I mean players. Um, do
Oh no!
do
If it's coming
do
at
do
me,
do
I'm a
do
victim at
do
this point.
do 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 do
It's like a
do do
fucking
do
thing coming
do.
at me in 2 sessions.
All right. Okay, so
What was the value? Was it a mythic?
no, it was
Oh, thank God.
a $2.
Oh, we got a common.
So it's a common.
Hopefully, it's not too bad then.
Interesting. Um, that would not. Oof. This is interesting because the note says, to rebuff the persecutor, he wanted to play, Blink of an Eye. So let me,
You really want me to die?
well, here's the problem. Let me see if I can pull this up on screen. Um,
Cat?
do, do, do. Uh,
I'm just glad he hasn't played a damnation on us yet.
So this is what was purchased. Blink of an Eye, and
Your
it
stream
says
isn't showing yet. I
it'll
don't
get there.
think.
It'll get there. Just give it
Nope, there it
give it a
is.
few. And So here's the it says return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If the spell was kicked, draw a card. I have this is what's difficult about uh, translating a card game into a tabletop is taking cards like this and trying to make them make sense. Um, this card would this card is essentially like the blue version of a banish rather than a return this thing from the ether to wherever it was originally. If this had been cast on the Persecutor, it would be back in Orwalakia where Seth had made the pact with it, because that's where it was owned. Um, yeah. Um, I get what you were going for. Um, do you want me to refund you, or do you want to pick another card? Because I totally know what you were going for. And I'm glad you did this because this helps people understand. Arden's relieved. Good God. Um.
Yeah.
So yes, blink of an eye, like return target non-permanent, non-land permanent to its owner's hand. This would be like, okay, we can keep it pending. I may pick another card. That's fine. Just send me the message send me the message in the Cash App as well, or send it to me on Discord. Um, I seriously, I don't know why I saw that notification so late. But yes, there are cards like this in the Shades of Dominion in blue, but they have completely different effects. Like this is very much like a banish kind of effect rather than a, oh, let's just return this creature back to the world. Okay, so I'm glad we got to experiment with that because and by the way, just to keep things a little simpler when it comes to the donations, keep it to creature cards. Keep it to NPCs that we can throw at the players physically. Because I like seeing them and seeing them sweat in combat. Seth, why are you running?
I'm hiding. I'm getting ready for an ambush.
You metagaming cuck. Good God. Sir.
I'm not metagaming. I just said, fuck it. I'm gonna go hide behind the corner and try to ambush the motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I totally believe you.
How the fuck should I be How would I metagame at this point?
You know, if I was the metagaming type, I'd suggest cutting. No.
So, I know nothing about this story. I'm just going along with it for the ride, in this case, quite literally as I'm on a fucking ship. I don't know what's going on. I'm just doing my best to fight this fucker off.
As you flee, the elf comes up behind you
I'm
and tries to make
going to
stabby
sneak up on
stab.
the guy. Completely loses perception.
And tries to make stabby stab. He rolled a 9. He rolled a 9.
My skill
He
bonus is
sucks.
10. He is not gonna get through that.
All right.
Spinkle.
So, you may counterattack.
Oh, definitely. I giggle at his failure here.
Audibly.
Yes, audibly.
Excellent.
Loud enough that you can hear me upstairs.
That sounds like the sort of thing you should roll an intimidation for to get bonuses.
May I?
No, just roll to attack.
Streetwise is 10. Okay.
We'll see if the elf can muster a defense. No, because he is Untermensch. Fairy person. He die. He dead.
And fail.
Yes, you failed spell battery. Ardent,
That's fine.
Yes.
you has elf in front of you.
Exhaust my creature, move forward. Oh wait. Oh no, he took opportunity attack. That's right.
Yeah, you're not exhausted. However, the pathway back up to where Ardent is at is around here, and you would pop out here. So, just so you know.
It looks like they rotated it though.
Oh,
Fine.
yes.
Here.
Well,
Damn
And you would
you!
pop out here.
Curse you and your perceptive eyes.
I know, right? I'm such a goober. Good God. No, seriously, nice catch though. So, Ardent, you are facing elves. Whew.
Yes, I am. Okay, so this guy is still distracted, disoriented.
No, he's had a chance to gather his bearings.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll give him a stabby with the swordy.
All right. So, well, what's your skill test?
Perception. So it adds 10,
Okay.
which is good because that wasn't a great roll. It was a good roll, but it wasn't a great roll. Ah! Eat it.
And damage him. Damage him hard.
whoa.
Two is a
And
wound.
he's... Ah. And do I have any action left at all?
No. Sadly
Okay.
not. You are exhausted.
Yay! I'm tired.
His friend goes through the back because he wants to stabby stab at you. Because he's an elf. Of course he's gay. Going through the back, as always. As elves are wont to do.
I did tell you how I got yeeted off of Twitter, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Uh,
Damn child predator knife-eared mongrel.
okay, so, Seth, it is in fact your turn.
How much my turn would it take to pop up back over in this area?
A half action.
Cool. Do it. And exhaust my creature again for the extra shade.
Okay.
Bring me up to 10. And then... Yep, that'll be go.
You have a half action, you could say, "Hey, ugly."
Yeah. You still have.
Oh,
Imagine.
no.
Imagine there's an elf standing above you,
Does he
trying to
see me?
charge your. No, he's trying to charge Satis.
Okay, can I take a surprise attack?
Sure, it would be
I wanna-
thematic.
I want to fucking tap his shoulder. I'm going to use an unarmed attack to tap his shoulder.
You know what? Why not? Why the fuck not?
I want to spook his ass if I could. Alright, bluff 10.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, you successfully tap his shoulder.
I tap his wound. I tap him, wound him, and say, "Boo, bitch."
And he die. He die.
Nice.
You kill him
Him
with
died?
a tappy on the shoulder.
Him died it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's great.
Fancy elf. I did from tap. I'll
Yes.
tap out.
Seth tapped the elf.
Well, better he tap the elf before the elf tap me.
Hmm.
But no, I believe that does indeed end my turn.
It does. I believe it's the elves' turns now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Since you are in front of him, and he just witnessed his lover get tapped to death,
No!
he's going to
Aloysius,
attack you.
no!
You are dealt 2 damage, Satis.
Ow. Bugger.
Unfortunately, your toughness has already recovered from the last time you were hit for
Wow.
damage, so
That
you're
puts me at 3 then.
puts you down to 2.
No, if I'd recovered, then I should be up to 5 again, yes?
Yes. So if you took,
Yes.
oh yeah,
So
yes,
I'll be
you
down to
took 2
3.
damage. Sorry.
Yes. I'm having some issues here. Let me just move this guy over here so I can get at this. There we go.
I did not
And put him
sanction
back.
this teleportation, but okay. Any case,
It's okay. It's a figment of your imagination. It's all an illusion.
Indeed.
Where's the blue player when you need him?
I don't know where he is. He told me he was playing a game.
Yeah.
But any case, so I believe it is Satis's turn.
Excellent. So I have now ceased to be exhausted?
Yes, if you choose to spend your half action that way.
Well, if
Here.
I remain exhausted, can I attack?
No.
Okay, then I will, in fact, use the half action to clear my exhaustion, and use the other half of my action to go, come here, and smack him lightly about the face and shoulders with my sword.
Fair enough. Give me an attack roll.
Excuse me.
One of the worst of the night.
Oh, unless you're an elf.
Or me.
All right. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Wait, was the elf not exhausted for trying to attack him?
Only one.
What was the elf exhausted?
I do believe he attempted to make an attack and Bonham said not happening and failed to hit. No, he took 2 damage.
I think it was the other guy. Yeah, he
No.
did actually hit me, so maybe he is
Oh,
exhausted.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
exhausted. Never mind. So,
Okay.
roll for damage again.
Oh, okay.
Since I fucked that up, you should not have rolled to a skill check. What?
Just put the point in there instead of the
okay.
circle. So he takes 2 instead of 1. Wump.
Okay, so he takes
Whiff,
2 damage.
bang!
And he is down to a 1 wound.
This guy is surprisingly tough.
Seth gets a spell battery.
Every wound counts. Gonna move here, exhaust my creature one more time, get my shade back up, and then I'm gonna tap him lightly on the forehead.
All right, make your oh yeah, just roll damage.
Yep, I deal wound.
He die.
He dead.
He die.
Okay. The moment that elf drops, it occurs to me, because I have such a high perception, that I heard a whip crack as I yeeted the other guy over the side. So I go to check to make sure he's actually gone. And I will move there to do so.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Okay, skill test. Acrobatics is okay. It's 9. That's good, because that would have been terrible otherwise.
Okay. So you dodge just in time as a tendril, a net full
With
of vines, lash up to the edge of the ship where you were at, as the magus is hanging precariously from the edge.
hmm. So he's now gripping the gunwale of the boat, the side of the boat.
Yes.
Hmm. So he's vulnerable.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Be a very fine time to give my friend Seth another opportunity to get a spell battery.
I believe that would actually hurt you, as you can't attack those who are vulnerable.
Actually, I don't have that issue any longer.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I got rid of that because I changed aspects or afflictions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How'd you pull that off?
Uh,
Because affliction
when
comes
we
with your
did,
aspect.
yeah, I lost pacifism.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm just
What did you
the
replace it with?
I must always immediately avenge the death of a shade summons,
Oh,
Okay.
very
which is
nice.
handy when I don't actually use summons very friggin' often.
That's fair play.
Yep.
Fair
So
play
damage.
indeed.
I
Okay,
suppose I
cool.
should give him the opportunity to dodge.
Was that the attack roll right there?
The 23 was the attack roll, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So does he get an opportunity to attempt to evade, deflect, what have you with that?
And give me one moment. Give me one moment.
Okay.
Um,
Actually, when you have a moment before we continue, I do have a rules question,
mm-hmm.
but I'll wait until you're
I'm
occupied.
curious.
Give me one moment. We are sorting out money business.
While you are doing that, I am going to shill out one more thing, because it just came to mind. I'm trying to gather a group of players for my own Shades game that I plan to do on Saturdays around 5 to 7 p.m. Until anywhere between 8 and midnight, depending on
Which time zone?
Central Standard.
Okay, I
Uh,
won't be available for that.
yeah. Early to midday on Saturdays. Just trying to get into a dungeon master, shade master kind of mindset, so I could learn how to do this more effectively for other games, as well as help kind of promote this game a little bit. Trying to spread the word. I'm contacting other servers and reaching out to them, other friends I know who might be interested, for like Magic players and things like that. If you are interested, viewers, or you know anyone who might be, please let me know. And I will provide with my Discord. The Discord server for the Shade, I believe, is on his description, and then I can give you my personal Discord contact information. Let me just double check his YouTube real quick. Let's see. Yes, we do still have the Shade's Discord in the description.
Yes. Yes, you do. Okay, so I apologize for my shenanigans. Where were we? What were you doing, Satis? What was this roll for?
That was the attack roll, but before we proceed with that, I was curious about called shots.
What is called shot? Read it
Well,
out to me.
I don't know that you have a rule for called shots. I'm just remembering from my Dungeons and Dragons. But I will check and see if there's anything there for called shots.
Um,
There is not in the rule book.
no.
But the question I have is basically this. In Dungeons and Dragons, if you are making a called shot, for example, if you have a bow and you're aiming for a headshot, or for example, to pin someone's hand to a wall, something of that nature, then
Mm-hmm.
you'd add a penalty to the attack. The problem with called shots is that if you get to use them, then the other guys, the enemies, get to use them as well. Which means you
Okay.
run the risk of, for example, a called shot killing you, whereas a regular attack might not.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so I was wondering if you had any rules set up for that, but I'm guessing not.
There are no rules for called shots. It's generally just the shade.
Okay.
However, funnily enough, as you
Hmm.
make this attack and he is not able to swing or dodge or make any such motions against your attack. Now, describe what action you're taking.
Okay, he's hanging by both hands from the gunnel?
No, he's hanging by a series of thick, sinewy, rope-like vines.
Ah, okay. So if I sever these vines, he falls to his death.
Correct.
And what is the defense on the vines?
He just rolled it, and it's apparently very, very shit. So,
Well then in
one
that case,
damage
zip.
would but one
Okay,
damage would be
well I'm
enough
about
to cut each vine. So, yeah.
Okay, so if I roll a d3 for the damage for my sword, and I have 2, I've only severed 2 of the vines of how many?
Two of the three.
Ah. In that case, as I swing, I'll go, Seth, would you mind giving me a hand? I have some
Sure.
trash we need to get over the side.
I believe I'm technically exhausted, so I'd have to waste a turn just getting to you.
Well, it's really not relevant because as the vines snap underneath him, you hear a loud crunching snap from deep below.
Oh dear.
And from deep below,
Oh no.
He's back, baby!
yes, he is indeed back. He smashes through the ship that so demoralized him before. And he opens up his mouth. He doesn't have his sword yet. He doesn't have a sword at all, actually. As he opens up his maw and just flies up
There it
and
goes.
eats the elf dangling from the ship as the ship lurches forward from the inertia. Thank you, Slots, for that wonderful addition, that wonderful counterspell. And so he also paid the and you hear the demon growl between his teeth, "Gotcha," as the vines snap and your ship lurches forward, and he again begins to aggress upon you. Now, mind you, he is still phenomenally, he's not nearly as powerful as he was before, but he's still a demon. He's still beefy. He's still a problem. And on that note,
Demon, you say?
and on that note, we're actually going to call it for the evening. I have to get some
Okay.
rest before I pack up and head out for the airport tonight. So, thank you, everyone. It has been an exciting night back, first night back after so long, And last shilling before we close out.
I'm doing my shilling in chat. I will let Seth do his vocally.
Yeah, no, I've already put all the things I think I'm gonna need to put out tonight. I did put my Discord, my personal Discord name down in the comments if you guys want to find me. Should be within like the last 20 minutes or so if you guys are trying to get into that game or if you know someone who's trying to get in.
Fantastic, and thank you, Slots,
And
for joining us. It's been phenomenal, and as always, if
as a viewer, something I want to say to you as a viewer is I do wish great things for you coming forward on your trip. It's been a long time without your family, I believe, and I know you miss them a lot. So I hope that your trip goes smooth and safely, and things go well with your family when you return.
oh, thank you, thank you. That actually means a lot. Um, yeah, I'm hoping that I have every. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna as soon as we end to close the stream, I'm not gonna sleep. I can't sleep. I'm too wired. I'm gonna probably start packing and just get everything in the trunk.
Understandable. I'll be having a chat with my significant other shortly as well, assuming she's woken up again.
Ah,
I haven't gotten any notification from her that she has. So I think she intended to be here for the show, but oops.
oh, it's fine. It's fine. Have her reach out to me on Discord and work out a character concept. So when she is able to play, we can just throw her in.
Okay.
And so yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. This has been a fun game. We've gone for about 2 or so hours. Um, and this
Technical
was
difficulties notwithstanding.
exactly yeah. This was a good welcome back. Now we know to do audio in Discord. So with that, everyone, uh, go throw some shade and have a good night. Oh, factions! Factions are coming out next week. I'll have one more artifact video up to just to show the different the wish list of these characters of these shade mages, what they would have wanted to have made. We're gonna have the bracelets from Xander. We're gonna have the Reaper scythe
The
that's
equipment off of me.
yeah. So I'm gonna post those. I'm gonna post a video of those with how they would look at as just enchanted items and what their spells would look like if you wanted to make them into spells and be able to recast them. So that's coming up, and I wish you all a fantastic evening. Go throw some shade and have some fun. Good night, everyone.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Rise and rise again until lambs become lions.
Good
Bye
night.
bye.